today I'm reviewing the NEOGEN Surmedic Azulene Soothing Cream. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never do any sponsored videos or ads. So if that's something you're into, like, subscribe, share the video, check out the links below, or check out my Patreon community. So, apparently this product's been out for a while, and I've tried a lot of things from this line and been impressed with most of them. And I didn't realize they had a cream version until recently, so I picked it up and was excited and thought maybe this would be a nice alternative or maybe even complement to the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream. So, I've got a lot of thoughts on that, so stay tuned. Okay. So they say, formulated with natural-derived Guaiazulene, Centella, Asiatica, ceramide, and panthenol, this powerfully soothing cream boasts a natural and calming blue color that soothes and hydrates irritated skin and leaves it feeling stronger. So, okay, my first criteria is packaging. I'm not super crazy fan of jar packaging. It is glass, so it's recyclable, which is nice. But anyway, I always keep the little thing on top, which I always think maybe it helps it stay fresher longer, but I really don't think it does. And they typically only use this for packaging, so the product doesn't ooze out of the side and then get caught in the cap. I always thought it was maybe for, like, freshness, but no. Okay, in terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those. In terms of fragrance, it has no real noticeable scent, at least to me. I don't notice any smell to it. But it does contain a few fragrant ingredients. It contains lavender extract, which is much less irritating than lavender oil can be. Mint leaf extract, cypress extract, and then tea tree oil. Tea tree oil actually can be beneficial for acne-prone skin. But the other three fragrant ingredients don't really have much benefit for skin, but can potentially be irritating, especially for sensitive skin types. And if you're looking for this, you might be looking for something to soothe or calm skin that's already irritated. And then they throw 4 ingredients that can irritate skin into something that's meant to soothe it. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And the nice thing with Klairs is their first version of this was full of some fragrant ingredients and fragrant oils, and they reformulated and took those out. So they did a good job. Maybe NEOGEN will do that. Keep our fingers crossed. Okay, the manufacturing location for this one is Korea, so no issues with that. So ease of use. So I've been taking a dollop of it and applying it to my face and neck at the end of my evening routine. And only my evening routine, because I do find it looks a little greasy and too greasy to be using in the morning routine, especially if you're using sunscreen over it. It takes a while to sink in, so I prefer, and I think NEOGEN recommends using it in your evening routine. So I apply it after I've applied everything in my evening routine. I apply this as my very last step, or sometimes I'll pat on an oil afterwards, but typically I make this my very last step. But you can see on my hand why you don't want to use it in your morning routine, because it is very shiny. You're going to want to, if you use a sunscreen over it, it can make it even more greasy looking. So it's an evening product. I use it like a sleeping mask, but has a nice texture. It soaks in as I sleep, and then in the morning when I wake up, I rinse it off if there's anything left over. But typically my skin is dry enough where I wake up and I apply 100 layers and they're all soaked in. And they're not on my pillow because I sleep on my back. So anyway, so there you go. Okay, I'll talk about the ingredients in 1 second. So in terms of animal testing, apparently NEOGEN is not cruelty-free. I thought they weren't cruelty-free, but last time I reviewed something from them, I got websites that showed they were cruelty-free, but it appears that they're not cruelty-free, and they may be selling where testing is required by law, although that's changing all the time too. So that's always an interesting thing. So especially China, they're changing their laws a lot. So keep that in mind. But apparently they're not cruelty-free, so there's a lot of conflicting messages out there. But overall, I think they probably are not. Okay, in terms of performance, so it's really nice, hydrating as a sleep mask, very calming. Not a big fan of some of the ingredients they've included in this one, such as the fragrance ingredients. I'm also not a huge fan that they included calamine in this. Calamine can be okay for skin occasionally, but too much of it too often can really, really dry out your skin and irritate it. Can absorb oil a lot because it kind of has a clay base to it. So I suspect the amount of calamine in this is very low and not problematic, but I'd rather have it not in there at all because it really doesn't benefit skin very much. There's a lot of TikTok people that were using calamine lotion as a skin primer. Terrifying. Terrifying. Maybe one day you can get away with it, but I can't imagine using it as a primer day in, day out for weeks, days, months. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Okay, so, so the other thing is this is not very friendly for acne-prone skin. There's several ingredients of note for acne-prone skin. We've got cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, glyceryl stearate, beeswax, palmitic acid, stearic acid, sorbate and isostearate, evening primrose oil, avocado oil, and jojoba seed oil. So for acne-prone skin types, that's 10 different ingredients of note, which is a lot. So be very cautious. In terms of the price, so this is a full size 1.7 ounces, 50 milliliters, and retails for $18. So it's a little bit more affordable than the Klairs, which is 60 milliliters, and it's about 26 bucks. So it's a little bit more affordable. Okay, then I'm going to talk about the comparison of these two, and then I'm going to talk about the ingredients really quick first. So in terms of beneficial ingredients, we've got Guaiazulene, which is skin soothing ingredient. We've got Centella, antioxidant, wound healing, soothing. We've got several compounds from Centella. We've got Asiaticoside, Madecassic acid, Asiatic acid, and Madecassoside, which are all compounds from Centella that have anti-aging, skin soothing, and antioxidant benefits for skin. Madecassoside also has some potentially anti-aging benefits and may help decrease wrinkles and fine lines. We've got beeswax, which is an emollient, palmitic acid, skin identical ingredient, adenosine, cell communicating ingredient. We've got sodium hyaluronate, which is a humectant, allantoin, skin soothing, panthenol, wound healing, soothing, evening primrose oil, soothing, emollient, ceramide 3, skin identical ingredient, avocado oil, emollient, antioxidant, licorice root, soothing and brightening, Camellia japonica extract, emollient, aloe leaf extract, soothing and hydrating, marigold extract, soothing, and then chamomile extract, another soothing ingredient. So nice ingredient list overall. In terms of the it factor and the comparison of the two, at first I thought this could be a nice alternative to Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream. After having tested this one now for a while, I've learned that the real only thing these two have in common is a common ingredient and a common color of blue. That's it. There's no other real similarities between the two. And if you look up in a dupe finder, they don't even come up for each other as having any similar ingredients. The NEOGEN really is causing some clogged pores for me, which is probably because I've been testing now every night for a month. And I think I'll probably use it less frequently until I finish it. I will finish it because I do enjoy it, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it at this point. And I think it's clogging some pores up because I'm using it day in, day out every night. And I think if I start using it every other night, I think that might help with some of that. So anyway, I do enjoy it. It's a nice product. It's worked well for a lot of people. The scale of this didn't do very well, but it is something I'll finish. I probably wouldn't repurchase it, but it's still a nice product. So with a 10 being a perfect score, this one a 6. Not terribly great, but still for maybe some dry skin that's not acne prone, it could work well. So anyway, interesting from you guys. If you have a chance to check this one out yet or not and what your thoughts are, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.